The Leafs are in Utah tonight after the statement of the season last night. What a hockey game that was, man.
I had to give you a retweet on that one.
What a game.
Statement by the Maple Leafs. And, man, are those Colorado Avalanche, like, do they buzz or what,
yes,
dude?
They do. They motor.
Like,
and those uniforms are so elite. The Quebec Nordiques old school unis, they might be the GOAT uniform. It might be the GOAT uniform.
How do you even go away from that? Like, is there anything, would you have any feelings toward the idea of them just saying, that's our jersey?
I don't know. I mean, obviously people in Quebec wouldn't have a vote on that. You know, people in Denver and in Colorado and throughout the league,
who cares
they don't
what
care.
they think?
Exactly,
they're
they
not
don't
there
care
anymore.
No, they don't care. Exactly, and technically they have ownership over it. I guess they've established the Avalanche and they have their own look, and I guess it's somewhat sleek. And they've been around a long time. It's been 30 years.
Yeah.
But those Nordiques, the fact that the Nordique uniforms, the Whaler logo, like the fact that those are just gone and buried is so unfortunate. But you're right. Like Colorado, they come as advertised. And that's what I think was great about that Leaf win last night is the Avs showed up to play.
Yeah.
Like they were playing. It was a great hockey game. Tons of chances both ways. I thought both teams were ready to play. Like it was a big boy game. It was as if you knew the Leafs had it circled, but Colorado did too. Colorado, I think they took, as they should, a lot of pride in the fact that they had won 17 in a row at home. The fact that they had lost a couple of times to Atlantic Division teams, and the whole league, I think, is looking at it saying, what's going on in this Atlantic Division? Again, last night, Montreal, Tampa, Detroit, Toronto all win. Florida, everyone in the Atlantic is winning. And Colorado, when they lose, it's two teams in the Atlantic. They just did it to Florida and Tampa. But, MacKinnon, 3 points. Makar's buzzing around. That Necas is really good, man.
Dude, that little spin cycle move he put on McCabe is insane-o.
Yeah.
Him and MacKinnon, and Makar, when you get those guys buzzing, the button hooks and the stop and turns, that is so difficult because you're going to check and a spin move's coming, but you just don't, you're trying to time it. And it's almost like McDavid. It doesn't matter. Watch this. You're trying to contain, and then it's just he's gone.
Yeah.
You have no shot. You're trying to contain. You're wondering when that move's coming, and when it does, it's just so fast. That's sick, man. The puck handling. Those guys get on the ice. It's ridiculous. I love watching the game played like that. But I will say this. I don't think, as good as they are, it's a slam dunk they're going to win the Stanley Cup. Because there's two things. Can they stop cycles in their own zone against a big, heavy team? Maybe a Florida Panthers. I don't know who it's going to be. I don't even – what's sad? I can't even pick 5 teams that I would say have a heavy cycle in the league right now.
Oh, exactly.
Can you name 5? I can't.
Probably not.
Can't.
Probably not.
So there's that. Can they stop cycles enough? Maybe Dallas is a team that's kind of a heavy forechecking team. And can they get saves? I don't know who that guy was last night in the net, but he's not going to be their guy.
Yeah,
but
Trent's
even the other,
not playing.
No, the other 2 guys, can they stand up? Because if you look at that Dallas series that Colorado had last year, they needed some saves, and they didn't get them.
No, it's definitely not a foregone conclusion. Look at Boston a few years ago. They were in the same heater. They lost in the first round to Florida.
Was there ever a year where you thought there's no way in hell that they're going to lose the Stanley? I thought the Boston Bruins were going to – obviously, they were going to have some difficulties and some good series, but no one was going to take them down.
No,
and
it didn't seem likely.
In the first round.
Now, in hindsight, they got unlucky because of the team they ended up. They faced Florida, and the Panthers were just starting to roll.
Dude, I don't care.
I hear you, but I
don't care who they were facing.
I get it, and I agree with you. And they were up 3-1 in the series, and Marchand had a breakaway in Game 5 to close it. It was over. Remember, he had a breakaway with 7 seconds left in regulation.
Yeah.
And they lost. And I think Reinhardt scored in overtime, or Verhaeghe, and the rest is history. But I'm just saying, eventually, now you look back, you're like, actually, they didn't just lose to some donkey 8 seed. They lost to the Panthers, who were just about to explode into dynasty mode. But you're right, Colorado, because they're not big and tough. Their goaltending, we'll see. But the 3-pack of MacKinnon, Necas, and Makar, when those 3 are on the ice, it's the most dynamic 3-pack of 3-player combination in the league. Doesn't mean McDavid, Bouchard, Draisaitl isn't dynamic. It just doesn't move in the same way. But what I thought was impressive about the Leafs last night is they didn't look slow to me. As fast as Colorado looked, the Leafs didn't look slow. And that's a big change. And they're crisp. Like they look sharp to me. Like how many times did we say the first 20 games they can't make a 10-foot pass?
No. And how many times right from the last dress rehearsal, I remember MJ on the show and he's like, I'll tell you guys what, I don't know what the hell happened, but man, did they look slow. Mm-hmm. And they were slow for the first 30 games of the season. But you just mentioned the most important word in playing fast, and it's crispness.
Yes.
Puck moves faster than body. And when you're on your toes and you're on your game and everything's dialed in and people are in position, everything moves smoothly through the neutral zone, out of your own zone, and everybody's dialed in. And you look fast. And they did.
Yes.
Where as opposed to 25 games ago, it was a clown show out there, and everyone was like, these guys can't skate, they can't move out there, the defense is old, what the hell's going on here? And it's like the whole thing went up in smoke, and everyone was like, how did this happen? A team that took Florida to 7 games, and now all of a sudden they can't move out there? It's not possible.
Yeah, exactly, and it's completely flipped. Like, it's completely flipped, and how sharp they look. They've found a rhythm clearly. They're getting great
awesome.
Goaltending.
They deserve the props. We hammer them when they're garbage. Great. Yeah, and they look great right now.
They're playing great. Like, last night's the statement win of the year. Like, there's just no denying it. They went in there, and it was a great game, and they went blow for blow at Colorado.
Yeah, and what did I say about the most important game on the trip?
Game number 1, get your 2 points. Now you got to find two more points in the next 3 games. But now you can start getting greedy. You know, if you can find a way to steal a point tonight, you reset, you get a couple, through Vegas, through Winnipeg. Now all of a sudden you're coming home. Because, again, Montreal, Tampa, Detroit, Florida, they all won last night. I think Ottawa will win tonight. Like, it's just this division's going to keep going. You're probably going to need 100 points to get into the playoffs. But now they've rectified things. And I will say from my own experience, and I was talking to Cause about this last hour, like the viewing experience has flipped upside down. And I credit them for that because when a team's struggling like they were the first 20 games, you get into this micro versus macro, viewing experience where it turns into the big picture. We're talking about what Keith Pelly might do. Is Trey Living going to survive? Is it the right coach? Do they have enough prospects? What do they do with their pick that could be in Boston? Now it's micro, man. I can't wait for every game. I'm not worried about the trade deadline or the summer, and that's a testament to how they've played. It's also just a credit to the fact that they're winning games, and they're playing an exciting level of hockey. They're getting goaltending. They're healthy again. Their big boys are playing well.